day 17 of the Super Unhinged Manifesting series. I'm your host, Rel Crumbs, and we are continuing to be absolutely awesome in this matrix. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gents. Let's just get started. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy, and you are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Now, update. I did not meditate yesterday at all. Again, this is me just being raw with you guys to demonstrate to be easy with yourself. Do not fall for the shit online where you have to be 100% optimized, 100% on yourself, 100%. No. I did get to a lot of my success through like really pushing this spirituality stuff because it was a genuine urge and hunger to figure out what the hell I was, and that's how I ended up connecting with spirit, getting a lot of the psychic senses that I end up having, like clairaudience, claircognizance, and all of that stuff. But you can unlock that too through meditation and a bunch of other things. I'm not going to go into that now, but yeah, you also don't have to go so absolutely overboard because you will burn out. And I have experienced so much burnout because of doing that and thinking like, I'm behind and I'm this and I got a race. And it's like, you're not in a race. You're only in a race with yourself. The only train you're on is your train. The ticket that you have in your pocket is specifically for you, no one else. No one else. And I think a lot of people miss that. They think they need the right books or the right this or the right that. I'm telling you, as God is telling me right now, I'm channeling that you're running your own race. You're not running it against anyone else. And you have to understand this because you can get trapped, and man, that can turn into so many other different nasty emotions, like feeling bitter because you may be feeling like someone lied to you, or feeling like you were owed this, or feeling like, XYZ. You can fill in the blank. For me in my own personal life, it felt like, the ones around me weren't just waking up or weren't mastering themselves. Like one of the biggest things I dealt with was the idea that they're grown and stay in a child's place, and that I felt more mature than the adults. I'm like, why do I have more of a handle on my emotions? Why do I have more of a, why are adults in my life coming to me for the, venting about their problems and things like this? And then when I get to of age, now I'm the problem. Oh, it was me as a kid. I was always the issue. This, that. And I'm not gonna lie, there were things that I've done as a kid where a normal kid or a teen growing up goes through. But for the most part, I seem to act more level-headed, and as people who weren't a part of my family told me, you have a good head on your shoulders. You're really like becoming who you are. All the things, all compliments I received from peers who were not my own at the time, except for like my grandma and certain people from time to time. I don't want to get too off track. The point of what I'm saying is you're running your own race, no matter what. No matter what someone expects of you, no matter what the neighbor down the street expects to you, what do you expect from yourself? That's all that is ever going to matter at the end of the day. And then yes, this all comes together with taking care of people. I released a video that triggered a Christian, not really sure why. He just started throwing the Bible verses at me that, without Jesus, we're nothing. Here's the thing. I was talking about people for people pleasing, and I never said anything to do with any religion, but somehow people will make problems out of nothing. But if you are a people pleaser, you 100% need to become a little bit of an asshole for your own energy. And you're not really becoming more of an asshole. You're just setting boundaries to people or things or places that may be taking your energy. It's all energy at the end of the day. And a lot of people miss this. That's why a lot of people are not finding themselves, not finding, love within themselves, not finding God, because they're constantly going outside of themselves. And it's much simpler than everyone is making it to be. Connecting with God is not this extravagant, divine fucking experience. And sometimes it can be, like, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, more times than not, it's literally just connecting with yourself, trusting yourself, building the trust with yourself, building self-love for yourself. Like, it's just genuinely going in on yourself, and then things outside of you do not affect you. I'm telling you, it really, at this point in my life, it really doesn't matter what happens to me. I always know things are going to work out. I always know I'm taken care of. I always know, like, just like that, I'm fine. It doesn't matter. I 100% operate from me. And I take people into consideration because I'm hyper vigilant. I don't think that's ever leaving my system due to things in the past. But again, I found a new way to deal with it and learn and experience, and pretty much it doesn't really exist in a way. It's still like a frequency that I feel in my body, but it's not like a prevalent thing where it's trauma I'm looking everywhere. It's just more of a natural mastered thing. But you can be this too. Just do the things that I'm saying in these videos, or try, do your own, take what I'm saying and make it your own method. I don't have the answer for everyone. I have what I did and the real results of it and how I feel internally. And if that works for you, you gotta attempt though. You can't be someone who just watches the videos and feels good and doesn't put in the work. You have to do it. You have to do the work. And that's that. There's nothing really to it. You do the work, you will get results. You want to know what God is? Go within. You will find out. You want to master your anxieties, your depressions, your things, blah, 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 blah. Go within. You'll find out. You'll find out real quick what this whole game is. It's very simple. It's so much simpler than everybody makes it out to seem. It's just the experience. This is just the human experience. It's supposed to be this scary and this intense, and you're supposed to come here and get trauma and then undo it. We're connected, man. That's it. You are me, I am you. You don't need anyone outside of yourself. You just need you. You just need you. Yourself is the one that is connected to the divine, the observer. Stop reacting to things for a day and watch. Really, just watch. Just pay attention to things. This is really how I did it years ago. I started to just become and I was already very observant of people, but I just observed, and you will see everyone, like, to those who are not awake, they're repeating patterns, loops, belief systems. They're almost like programs. They're literally like programs. Like, this is a legit computer system where you never really you'll see certain people who never really evolve. Every action they take is just within the confines of the things that they believe. It's really nuts. It's really wild to watch. And that's where I get the term and the popularized term of NPCs come from. But it is what it is. That's neither here nor there for this video, because it's just like, whatever. You're going to have temporary conscious beings and conscious beings. You're going to have the players, the non-players. It's, a video game has the actual player character that you play as, and then the NPCs. So every video game has it, and art imitates reality, and reality imitates art. So to a degree, reality is a video game. There are NPCs and stuff, and it's just, that's how this is, And history is always repeating itself. Nothing new under the sun. Consciousness is infinite. It's always going in circles. But snake eating its own tail. Ouroboros. But yeah, man, you gotta understand, you are the operant power. I keep saying this. So go in on your self-concept. Really feel what it feels like to feel self-love. And oh my gosh, you'll basically erase anything negative in your frequency. I'm talking about if there's any evil eyes on you or anything, bro, you just ward your name by basically being powerful and recognizing that you're one with God. Everything else evaporates. It really does. So I'm gonna end the video with some affirmations, and we're gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna get on to filming other things because I got a lot of things to do today. So let's wrap it up. You are bright, brilliant, shining. You are magnificent. Everything about you is amazing. You attract the highest timeline in your life. Feel that shit. You attract the highest timeline. It doesn't matter. Abundance is always following you. And abundance is not just wealth and money. It could be relationships. It could be people donating things to you, taking care of you. Abundance and, prosperity is broad. But I know most of the time people think about a prosperous life or, abundant wealth. Wealth, when people say health is wealth, these things are a little bit fluid when it comes to things. So when it comes to definitions, but you are all those things and more, and you're deserving of all those things and more. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. In your own life, we are all deserving of a nice warm bed, a nice lovely partner, a nice little home and roof over our heads, a nice little space to do our little hobbies. Everyone is fucking deserving of this shit. I don't know who is not, unless you're genuinely stepping on other people's paths. You are deserving of this. A comfort, a nice little community. We are one with God. We are deserving of this shit. There's no entitlement here. I feel like you're a very odd person if you tell someone they do not deserve to eat, they do not deserve to have all their bills paid. So who are you hurting by telling yourself all my bills are taken care of? everything's fucking awesome in my life. I'm fucking magnetic as hell. I know some people might not like as hell, so I'll say I'm magnetic. I'm magnetic as heaven. Anyways, love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.